things that are already out available, like the Batman and Joker, those are already available now. The new ones that are coming out are the Armored Batman and the Harley Quinn. And those should be coming around somewhere around summer timing.
Oh, great. All right. Yeah, those I was admiring those yesterday through your display here. They're amazing.
Yeah, we're kind of excited because this is kind of our first attempt going into American comics. You know, getting into that in that genre of things.
So you secured some solid licenses, and now you can go for it. That's
so
great.
hopefully these will do better than we expect, and if so, then we can actually continue to do more of the different types.
Gotcha. So you're just kind of testing the waters with these.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes when you come out with things like this, it's hit or miss. You know, even if they're great quality, they're at top form. You know, it's what the fans want.
Yeah.
And if the fans are like, yeah, then sometimes you're just kind of like, all right.
Yeah. And it's not a bad price point because you get things similar to this that are for $100.
Yes.
So it's competitive.
And
for sure.
what's great about these are 100% posable. If you look at
they look really articulated. Yeah.
Yeah. If you look at this Armored Batman, you can pose him exactly like this one.
Oh wow.
So these aren't statues. They don't just stand there.
Great.
They're really fluid. It's really easy to pose. And if you're a really big toy collector, you always have one to buy, one to stay. And then
of course.
And the one that you pull out of the box, you start messing around with it, and every other month you change it in a different position.
Absolutely. So you need that flexibility, so you can just keep getting kind of enjoyment out of it over and over again. Those look great. And summer, it's great because a lot of people's stuff hits fall and whatnot, so you're also kind of getting ahead of the game.
Yep. And then this is our newest products. This is for Mass Effect 3. Mm-hmm. Mass Effect 3 is we're working with EA really closely to get all the detail and all the kind of the personal feeling out of each character. If you look at the Gareth, look at the head, you see all the details there. If you look at Shepard's armor, the textures on the shoulder.
It's amazing. I was just looking at that. And what's let's see, what do you think the timing might be for these? Because of course these are just basically the really good prototypes.
Yeah, these actually we're going back and forth with EA right now because they're doing the color corrections and just making small modifications here and there. So right now I don't have a timing for it.
It's all right.
But hopefully we'll see something by the end of this year.
Yeah, you would hope in time for Christmas, something like that.
I mean, this is going to be a big title. We're really excited about this.
Absolutely, and this would be kind of like wave one.
Yes.
Yeah. Great. All right.
And then Halo. Now, if you look at the placard right there, it says "Envisioned by SquareEnix." Now, that does not mean that SquareEnix came up with Halo. It actually means because this is the original Master Chief. Now, back in the days of Halo 1, they didn't have that much detail on him. So if you pull out any of the character designs, you don't see the different stripes and the striations and the lines in the armor.
Definitely.
So working with the development team and coming up with concepts and ideas of what the armor should look like, this is what we came up with.
I love
it. The envisioned by SquareEnix is the envisioning of the details.
It's an important word. Word in there. I love the metal texture that you've got, or like the metal treatment is just fantastic.
It's awesome. If you look at the flyer in the back, the gold flyer, there's actually a gold version of that, and that's a Diamond Preview exclusive, only for the United States.
Okay.
Diamond Comics, they actually have that one on display there.
Oh, I was just in there. I only looked at the monsters, though.
Look on the left side. It's right on the left side of their display case.
Sneak back in. All right. Those look great. And those were, let's see.
Those are $54.99, They're about summer timing.
Yep, which will be on that card you gave me.
Yeah. And then going over to Metal Gear Solid. Now, again, with Metal Gear Solid, it's back in the day game.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of detail.
Exactly. So we actually went back to Mr. Shinkawa and asked him to refine a lot of his artwork.
No kidding.
And we were able to pull out, a really, really good likeness of
so that's going to be authoritative,
because we want to make sure that it's accurate, it's right. And I'm excited for Meryl to come out.
I'll make sure I get the pending licensor approval, so everybody knows. Yeah, the expression is amazing. Like,
Yeah, well, I mean,
wild.
the fans of the game, you know, they've come up and they're
Yeah.
like, "Wow, that is her."
yeah, that's great.
But you know, we not only want to get the face and the hair, but we also want to get the rest of the body as well. You don't want something that, you know, that's just kind of halfway there, you know.
And like you said, if you replicated what the game actually looked like, it'd be this, you know, simplest, most boring
There's so
figure
much
ever.
polygons back in the day, you know, it's
Yeah.
a little bit harder to get all.
You know, it looked great at the time, but
Oh, yeah.
we've come a long way.
Exactly, and I think from the same game, you know, you're pulling out Cyborg Ninja and all the details out of Cyborg Ninja, even the younger version of Solid Snake.
And these two figures come out of the same story that you were telling me with her, that you went back and kind
Yes,
of,
yes, all of these
upgraded
characters
design
because
with
you
his
know
help and everything.
exactly,
That's
exactly.
great. That's really cool. All right, yeah, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, it's our merchandise team in Japan. They actually put a lot of care and effort into making all the characters. So you know they try to find all sorts of information, trying to get, you know, that the tiniest detail, the tiniest nuance, you know, of each character.
You can tell. You can always tell every year, you know.
And Kratos. I mean, I set this guy up. I couldn't stop taking pictures of this.
Yeah.
Close up,
Man,
far away.
in the chain.
Yeah. And the chain, it's not just a solid chain. You know how some of the chains are just, you know, they don't move. These are actually fluid chains.
I hope
If
so. It looked like it was. There you go. Yep.
See that?
That was close.
Yeah. And you know what's great about that is they have such great balance where I can shake it. And do it.
Yeah, that was a great demo too, and there he stands, you know, and like an arm didn't fall off or
Yep.
something like some people's products man.
But as soon as you turn around and look over,
So you have to stand them up a few times a day,
Yeah.
or somebody bumps into the thing like
well,
hard.
you know, some people have a bigger backpack and they'll turn around.
It-
They'll
yeah,
actually,
I try to be so careful because it's so embarrassing when you do that. Man, oh man. And of course, with a character like this, you benefit from he's a little more modern, and so you can kind of get the details from the game.
Yes.
And instead of having to go to all the design cycle that you have to go to with those, where you have a whole design cycle.
Well,
where you
even-
and
even
of course
still,
you're
with-
still doing a lot of care.
There's still a
careful
lot of
work.
back and forth. There were a lot of, you know, just to get the color right. You know, there's a lot of back and forth on that.
Okay.
What the weapons look like, and you know how his body shape was. Is his head too big? Head too small? Shoulders too broad?
Gotcha.
You know.
And like you said with the color corrections, that's going on those still. So
Correct.
yeah, I guess there
This is a lot of negotiations. You know, what color variant do we want? Do we want a green one? Do we want a blue one? Do we want a red one? You know.
retailer exclusives or something
Well,
like that.
you know,
or-
because in the game they have so many kind of armor colors.
Yeah.
So they actually, you know, they want to choose which one they want to use.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Because there's
so-
actually customizations in the game itself.
and then, but at the end of the day, you're just probably going to release it in one type, or would you have a couple of different varieties of
That
it? for
depends
sale?
on the licensor.
That's-
So
yeah,
you
that's
know,
what I was
if they say, yeah, go ahead and do a variant, then you know,
Then you
they'll
say,
go,
oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
okay, yeah. But then it always goes back to say, is this okay?
Right. Right.
And then Nathan Drake from Uncharted 3.
Another great sculpt.
Yeah,
Very cool.
they pulled a lot of detail in that. And, you know, I got a lot of questions about scale. Like, why is Kratos looks like maybe about an inch taller?
Yeah.
And why does Nathan Drake look a little bit smaller? Why does Halo look, you know, taller and stuff like that? And it depends on each development team. You know, because every action figure kind of has its own scale.
Yeah.
We want to say they're all 9 inches, but if you make him a 9-inch figure, it might not look as great. Right here, it gives him the actual size and actual feel of what he should.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. And if you made them all like exactly the same, they would start to look, I don't know, it doesn't look as dynamic and interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he's like a god, you know, it's okay. He can be a little taller, it's okay.
I think for every game, they're all gods, right?
Yeah, right, well, yeah, they aren't normal men. That's true. But yeah, he's got the wide stance, that's why he looks shorter. Yeah. All right, that's coming out soon.
Yes.
So, fantastic, April 2012. All right, then we get into the little guys.
We got the little guys. These are the 4th volume of Creatures Kai.
These are always
All I
really
can
fun.
say is the detail gets better and better.
Yeah, every year, it's amazing.
Just looking at that Marlboro right there, it's like, wow.
Yeah, that just is incredible.
And what's great about this is that this comes in a full set.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So
all
you
together.
don't have to buy them individually,
Right.
and it's all together.
I always forget that. That's how it's been done in previous years as well? Okay.
Yes.
I always forget that. Gotcha. Yeah, that's great. Really amazing. I've always really enjoyed these. You know, and it's always fun. You play the game and you get the little
Yeah.
guys. They're so cute.
And you know, I think what's really exciting is these chibi characters. We of course
I love the alternate faces.
And what's great about each platform that you see, both of them, that whole set comes in one box. So you're not buying them individually. So it's not, I hope I get the Fenrir, I hope I get the sword, I hope I get this version, I hope I get it. Everything comes in one box.
And you have like 3 of one kind because you keep trying to get it. Yeah.
Exactly, and then they come with 2 different faces, so they actually come with a blank face where you can kind of customize yourself.
Yeah, okay, I was just looking at that.
You know,
That's
some
really
of the
cool.
diehard fans, they kind of want to do their own little thing.
Yeah.
And you've got a face to do that.
That's a really nice touch. And the cacti in there.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. I like the blank face idea. Really, and all that comes together.
Yes.
Really
it
good
all
value.
comes into one
like a
packet.
really good value. Yeah.
$20, exactly.
It's fantastic.
And then going on to Final Fantasy 13-2. Final Fantasy 13-2 is we just launched a couple weeks ago, and you can definitely see that size. What I was talking about the size differences. To make these look great and to make these look the way that they should look, the size had to come down. You know,
well, they make them more delicate.
Exactly, the thinner arms, the smaller shoulders. You know, if you created a 12-inch character of this, you know, it kind of make her look a little more Hulk.
It
rather
really,
than,
she look a little manly,
yeah,
or something. No, I think that makes perfect sense. That's a great example given what we were talking about. And those, as always, just the detail is amazing. That is great. Very cool. Oh man.
And Street Fighter. Now, going over here on this side first, the reason why I'm talking about these first is Street Fighter, we're starting the market with Ryu and Chun-Li, probably 2 of the most popular characters in the Street Fighter line. These guys are available now, and with the response that we got from fans and the market, we decided, hey, let's do line 2. And that's where we came up with Cammy and Akuma for the next line. These guys should be available sometime around April timeframe.
Okay, great. Yeah, very cool again.
Yeah, what's really cool, if you look at Cammy, each character kind of has their own little force effect. If you look at Ryu, he has his Hadouken, you know.
Okay,
yeah, little fireball.
Thought I saw that last time. Were they pictured in last year's show?
Yes, they were.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I definitely dig that. So all 4 of them in some way or another will have that.
We'll have some sort of force effect, exactly.
Great. And really, I like the again the kind of metallized treatment or the reflective treatment.
Yeah.
This necklace.
Where everything else is kind of matte.
Right. Yeah. Because it really makes it pop out that way.
Exactly.
Because the rope is so like matte finished and everything. These look great. And then April 2012, almost here.
Yep.
Fantastic.
And then last but not least, our wall scrolls. Now, looking at these wall scrolls here, I was talking to some of the retailers. They were telling me, how come I can't keep these on our shelves? And, you know, we tell them it's probably because of the quality. Number one, we use an aluminum finish for the bar, as well as if you feel the texture of this thing, it's not like some of the bootleg ones that you see out there.
This is really nice, yeah.
Yeah,
Better than some I have.
If you see some of the bootleg ones out there, they're more kind of a nylon cloth material. This is actually a special material that our merchandise team chose, and a special printing process to make it really sharp.
It's amazingly sharp.
Really nice.
Wow. I don't think mine's bootleg. Oh man. But it's really old, and it's just kind of like.
If it doesn't look like this, it's bootleg.
Right. No. it's like 10 years old. It's like a Riku one or something from ages ago.
Because out in the market, all we see is bootlegs, and you know we try to answer to that by coming out with our own, and the retailers prove it. You know, they come back and say, wow, you know, these we can't even keep in our store because they sell out so fast.
Yeah.
Because these are the real thing. They don't feel like, you know.
All right. Thanks for the tour.